in Northern California at the Mount Shasta Resort at the golf course. And let me tell you what a wonderful place this is to play. We're with the head golf professional, Rod Sims. And Rod, this is a pretty good gig, huh?
Well, I love it here. I've been here for 10 years now, and I have no intention on leaving. And I could just stay here another 10 years.
I can imagine why. Just on the course, the last couple of days, the views are spectacular no matter where you turn. And some of the holes are just beyond description. They're so beautiful. What are some of your favorites on the front nine?
Well, the first hole is one of my favorites because it's a par 5, little dogleg to the right, and the long hitters can reach it in 2. Usually takes me 3 shots to get there, but it's a definite birdie hole for most players, and so that's a good way to start a round, isn't it?
Sure is. I probably need 3 or 4 to get there myself, but
yeah, I like hole number 1, and then hole number 9. That's probably the most challenging par 4 on the front 9. It's a long par 4. And then hole number 4 is a par 5 and probably one of the toughest par 5s I've played here in Northern California.
What makes it tough?
Well, if you don't hit a really long tee shot, your second shot is kind of on the border of being too risky. And because there's a hazard down there, and if you don't hit it really good, you're going to be in the hazard, and now you're looking at a bogey or a double bogey pretty easily.
It impresses me that the front 9 means you'd better be accurate.
Well, the whole golf course is like that. It's not a long course, but you have to thread the needle. I mean, this golf course requires a great deal of accuracy, and once you're on the green, my gosh, every green is not an automatic 2-putt. These greens are pretty tricky to putt sometimes.
And the back 9 has some just amazing views, just wherever you're looking. The trees are just, sometimes you must worry about pace of play because people just stop and look.
Well, we have a lot of players that come out here for the first time, and they bring their cameras, of course, and there's so many good views. They want to take pictures, and we encourage that because it's part of the experience here. And they enjoy playing golf, and they enjoy having the venue that we have.
Mm-hmm. So while we're thinking about the back 9, tell us about a couple of holes that you'd like to mention.
Well, on the back 9, hole number 10, it's a par 4, but it plays a lot like a par 5 sometimes, and it's a pretty tough hole. You have to hit a perfect tee shot and a perfect second shot to save par there. So hole number 10 is a good one to start the back 9. And hole number 18, that's pretty much like a signature hole for us. It's just beautiful. It's a par 5, and once again, the long hitters can reach it in 2. And so I've actually eagled that hole a couple of times, but I don't remember when. But it's a great golf hole, and the whole golf course as a whole is just I could play here every day, never get tired of it, never.
I'm thinking about number 18. Isn't there some water along the side of some of it?
There's a water hazard. You have to carry a water hazard to reach the fairway on the 18th. And if you're hitting from the back tees, it's a little bit of a challenge. From the white tees, not so much. But yeah, it's a good test.
Well, it's a good test, but it's also just fun to not just play golf, but look around. So, Rod, one of the things we enjoy is the music that you do. When you have one great song that's a kind of a tribute to Greg Norman, You Demand.
Yeah, he kind of inspired me to write that song back in the early 90s, I guess it was, when he was #1 player in the world. And yeah, it's a fun song to do.
And it's a fun song to dance to.
Yeah, it is. In fact, there's a group of people down in Sacramento who have a dance club, and they dance every Thursday at 4 p.m. And one of the songs they enjoy dancing the West Coast swing to is the song that I wrote called "You the Man."
Wow, it's made it all the way to Sacramento.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, it's all around the world, but it's just a fun song.
Well, that just kind of underscores the point that this is a place you can come to have fun, and not only grown-ups, but kids too. Our grandson was here yesterday, and he was having a blast finding critters of all kinds, especially tree frogs.
We have lots of those here. You have to be careful not to step on one of them because they're always under your feet. But yeah, we have lots of wildlife here in the Mount Shasta area. We have deer and foxes and geese and frogs and all kinds of different birds, eagles and ospreys. It's you just can't run out of things to enjoy and look at here.
In fact, one of my favorite things to do has gotten to be just sit still and listen to those birds.
Yeah, well, I like to get birds now and then, especially out on the golf course, but I haven't played much lately, but when I do, it's always fun.
Birds and birdies, you get both here at Mount Shasta. So one of the things folks can do here is get some golf instruction. You have a pretty good teacher.
Well, we have two very good teachers, myself, and I invited a good friend of mine, Ben Alexander. He came up here from Pebble Beach in the Monterey area, a year or two ago, and he's been voted PGA Golf Teacher of the Year a couple of times, and he's an excellent addition to our staff, and a wonderful man as well. He's just a very nice guy, and we feel honored to have him on our staff.
So you can improve your game while you have fun. So there it is.